Good afternoon. It's January 11th, 2020, and we're here at the home of Edward Little as the Red Eddies take on the Daring Rams. This is Steve Schwartz along with Mike Hoffer today from the Forecaster and the Press Herald. Mike, what an exciting game this promises to be. Edward Little, number 1 at 8-1. Daring, number 2 at 8-1. These teams are explosive.
They are, and they look like they might be the class of Class AA North, and this game is going to go a long way toward determining which one of them conceivably will be the 1 seed, although we still have a ways to go. But, Deering has been very good all season, struggled the 1 game at South Portland, but for the most part they have passed every test, and Edward Little has really come on. They had a loss earlier in the year, but they're coming off a big win over Bangor recently, and Mike Adams always has this team as competitive as anyone, so it should be a fun game and a fun environment. I've never been here before, but it feels like this is going to be a great gym for basketball this afternoon.
Well, we're not in Kansas anymore. Wol Mai Wen does not play for Edward Little, but taking on keeping on where he left off. John Shea is averaging 18 points a game. Max Creaser with 11.5. Really just 2 players for Edward Little averaging in double figures a game, but R.J. Nichols has come in with 15 three-pointers during the course of the season, so they spread it out quite a bit.
They do, and that's kind of a hallmark of the EL teams. And yeah, I mean, you do remember players like Wol Mai Wen who, just could take over a game, but I think on balance you're going to see Edward Little be very difficult to stop, and Daring's going to be very difficult to stop as well because they're a very balanced attack, and you never know who's going to step up for the Rams on a given night.
That's exactly right. In fact, they have 3 averaging double figures. Oscar Hussein with 18 points, Daryl Germain with 15, Loki Anda at 11, and Mapori Semahosa can step in too, plus a great supporting cast, Tom Morione, Max Morione, and others. Really just a great all-round team for the Rams this year.
Right, and I think you're going to see if these teams get up and down today. Daring, they like to get out and go 100 miles an hour, and Edward Little can play any style. So we'll be curious to see if Daring's able to impose their will and really get a lot of easy baskets, offense off their defense kind of thing, because that's when they're at their best. But how is Daring going to start? I think that's a big key to this one. Edward Little is the home team. They're going to come out with a lot of energy. If Daring can weather that initial storm, I think they'll be right in it.
Folks, it promises to be a very exciting matchup, and we'll bring it to you next on WPPS TV.
Very gorgeous scorekeeper, Dan Brown on the clock. And now, get ready for your starting lineups. Daring at guard, a senior, number 2, Asghar Hussein. At forward, a senior, number 11, Max Morione. At guard, a senior, number 20, Daryl Germain. At forward, a senior, number 21, Loki Anda. And at forward, a senior, number 23, Mike Randolph. Ladies and gentlemen, the Daring Rams. And now the starting lineup of your ready. At center, sophomore, number 10, John Shea. At guard, senior, number 11, Pam York. At forward, senior, number 33, Max Creaser. At guard, senior, number 3, Storm Gibson. And at guard, senior, number 1, Austin Brown. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this time, y'all please rise and honor America with playing our national anthem.
It's Daring Rams basketball next on WPPS TV. Okay, here we are at center now. It's number 21 for Daring and 33, and the Edward Little will control. Austin Brown around to Cam York. Number 33, Larry Bird out. Oh, wait a minute, Max Treaser, Mike. A three-point try, it doesn't hit, and the rebound comes to Lokianda.
The first of many today, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, there you go. When Max Morioni gets hot, watch out. He hits the first points of the game. It's a three-pointer.
It's a good start for Daring. You want to get out to a fast start here if possible.
Yeah, Shea posted up. He passed it over in the lane there. And now 33 is up. Shea underneath with an offensive rebound, and he's going to be fouled.
I have a feeling he's going to be a problem all day for the Rams on both ends of the glass.
Yeah, and that's going to be Mike Randall, his first. Coach Wing wants a little conversation here with the referee. Great season for Coach Todd Wing this year, as we're about halfway through. Spins around, and that's kind of how it goes all year this year for John Shea.
Well, you expect the home rims to be favorable, and they were in that case.
Whoa, the rebound.
Well, it's 2 offensive rebounds already for the Red Eddies.
Yeah.
And he's going back to the line.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with Daring is they've been bitten by the foul bug a lot in these games, and they get some of their star players in trouble early.
Well, and of course, Mike Randall has 2 early fouls just 50 seconds into the game. We have a player set to check in, number 24, Pori Samahosa, and he will now, as Mike Randall will no doubt take a seat.
And Randall's such a key player for the Rams with the energy he brings, and he'll certainly be a factor later in the game, and it hurts Daring not having him on the floor right now.
But skying for that rebound is Samahosa. Here's Jermaine now out on the wing. And short is Onda, and Shea comes up with it. Number 1 is Austin Brown. Around now to Cam York. Daring playing a man defense.
Nice cut there. He just couldn't handle the pass.
So the first turnover of the game is Edward Little's. Jermaine quickly across half court. Edward Little in a 2-3 zone. Actually, looks like a little bit of a matchup zone here.
Well, Oscar's never shy, but that first attempt did not drop.
Gibson with the rebound. One of the great names in high school basketball, Storm Gibson. Whoa, nice cover and basket for Oscar Hussein.
He does that as well as anyone, create offense off the defense.
It's a 5-2 Daring lead here with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Game every bit as exciting in the beginning as we thought it might be.
And he picks up a cheap foul, so his aggressiveness on defense taketh and giveth away in that particular instance.
We're going to reach third Daring foul to none for EL in the early going. Brown set to check it in.
Almost got a second one.
Nice. Oh, nice cutter inside.
And again.
And Shea is there in the follow.
And he's going to go to the line for the 3rd time in just over 2 minutes, but he's dominating down low so far.
And that foul is going to be on Pori Samahosa.
That's his first, team's 4th.
Shea hits 1 of 2. He's got 3 points in this game, all of Edward Little's, and they're all on foul shots.
Right, but he's only 3 for 6 on those shots. He probably would like a few more. Here's another rebound for him.
He had 7 foul shots against Bonnie Eagle in a victory.
He's going to do that in the first 3 minutes of the game at this pace. A nice steal there by Morioni.
Nice turnover. There's Jermaine up front. Oh my goodness, underneath Morioni, a little too far. Yet another turnover. By my count, 3-0.
Correct.
Mike,
That's what I've got as well.
you can certainly correct me. You're a much better statistician than me.
You're spot on so far.
Right at the foul line. Oh, underneath. So strong. This time. Is that Creaser?
Yes. And all of Edward Little's points have come out off of putbacks or free throws off of putbacks. So
it's a tie game right now. Hussein having a little bit of trouble here. The double.
They're gonna give him the free throws. Lokian has really stepped up this year, Steve. You can see he's so much more confident. He can get the job done inside and out. He's really put it all together this season.
So Anda will be shooting 2 at the line. It's 5-5, 4:44 left here in the first quarter. Like butter, number 1. He hits them both, gives the Rams a 2-point lead. Right in the middle. It's a nice effort in the paint, but the rebound comes to Jermaine.
Nice
Inside.
seize.
My goodness, his own rebound.
Yeah, Creaser came from behind to block that shot, but Deering will keep possession, and good ball movement there. Summit Jose just couldn't finish.
Dan Milks checks in now. He's averaging 9 points over the last 4 games for the Red Eddies.
Oh, there's a turnover. I don't think he meant to do that, but the ball was coming at him and he couldn't help himself.
His reflexes got the best of him. He should be a baseball umpire. Well, actually, you're not supposed to duck then either.
No.
So it wouldn't help.
You would know.
There's a pass to nobody, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, that's 4 already. So one thing in Deering's favor right now is they are turning over the Red Eddies. They're just not getting the easy baskets they normally do off of these turnovers.
Here's Anda. Well, he had 3 defenders there.
Oh, he lost it off his leg, apparently. I thought he had a little bit of a path to the basket. He just couldn't get there.
Saturday afternoon basketball here on WPPS TV and on YouTube. Oh, the open man is up and in. Dan Milks comes in, scores the field goal. It's a tie game, 7-up. Jermaine loses the handle.
Oh, he's going to shoot 3.
Yeah. That's going to be Oscar Hussein's second foul of the game.
That's his second foul, team's 5th. They're in line to shoot 3. Number 1, Austin Brown.
3 referees here today for a game like this.
Well, that's a disastrous play for Deering. Not only do you get the second foul on Hussein, but it's on a 3-point shot. He's certainly not happy with the call, but he's not going to get anywhere with the ref complaining about it.
Eddies take a 1-point lead. It's 8-7, 3:43 left in the first quarter. 2 more shots coming up for Austin Brown. Hits the second. Brown hits all 3, maybe not the old-fashioned way, but the hard way.
Well, 5 quick points for the Red Eddies to take the lead now. And Hussein is on the floor, so something to watch here. You don't want him picking up his 3rd.
Morioni in the corner.
Not this time. He hit one earlier.
And ultimately, Brown will come up with it. Over half court now. Well, there was Milks was open in the lane there underneath.
Well, nice play by Empore there to get the turnover, but now the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay down here.
Do you score that as a turnover, Mike?
No, possession never really changed hands. So.
Right, exactly. Set to check in for Deering will be Jesse Kamalwanda. I'm sure I've butchered his name. I said it during the Bulldogs game as well.
You got the Jesse part right.
I think I might just say Jesse or Jesse. Kamalandua. We covered a very, very exciting Deering-Portland game this year. Portland certainly in a rebuilding year, lost by 1 to the Rams.
And that's a turnover.
6-2 in turnovers at the moment. 2:49 left here in the first quarter. 10-7 is the score. Rams are down by 3. Jermaine over half court.
Hussein blocked.
So Kemalandua comes in and picks up a foul.
Well, Deering has 6 fouls already, so the rest of the half, Edward Little's shooting free throws, and we still have 2.5 minutes to go in the first period.
And it doesn't take much to get up into the double bonus. After 10, so here we are now coming out to get the ball. Milks. Shea, so strong underneath. But the follow and the putback by Dan Milks. 4 points in this game. 12-7 is the score. Jermaine Morioni to Jermaine, who pops. And Shea with the rebound.
Well, I know Deering would really like to get Jermaine going. He had a good look there.
Shea underneath. Whoa, and fouled is Kemalandua.
Yeah, great ball movement there. Shea just couldn't finish the shot. The thing that always impresses me about Edward Little, they're so well coached. They're so fundamentally strong. They share the ball well. And today they're just dominating on the offensive glass, and that's really been the difference so far in the first quarter.
Jermaine in the paint, dumps
nice
it off
feed
to Morione, and Morione is going to be hacked, in the words of Johnny Most, by Austin Brown. He'll be shooting 2 at the line.
And he's foul number 1, Austin Brown. That's his first, team's third. Morione on the line for the Rams.
Morione in the purple sneakers today, along with, surprisingly, John Shea for the Red Eddies.
First free throw rolls off. He'll get one more.
And he'll nail that down.
So Morione has half of Deering's points so far. And not much has gone right for the Rams, Steve, but they're only down 4.
It is 12-8 Red Eddies with 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Underneath, fighting for that underneath, Dan Milks.
Here we go.
Morione with the ball.
Can't finish.
Checking in for the Rams, Pore Semahosa and Nick Langella, as Kemalandua and Morione will take a seat. Now in for the Red Eddies, number 32, R.J. Nichols. Nice hesitation there. Oh my goodness gracious. Milks, very strong underneath. Well,
Milks and Shea are just putting on a clinic on offensive rebounding.
Yeah. And oh my goodness. Nice bit of sportsmanship there by Loki Anda, who fell on top of John Shea. But the foul was before that, Semahosa. And you could see Semahosa grabbing his shirt. That's pretty much defensive pass interference right there.
Yep. Well, Semahosa now has 2 fouls, so 3 different Rams with 2 fouls. We're not even out of the first quarter.
Kamalanduas checks in for the Rams, and Jermaine Luiso checks in for the Red Eddies. Shea will hit 1 of 2. All of his points on free throws so far. He's all rebounders as well.
And he's 1 for 2 each time at the line.
So Nick Langella, I think I was speaking with his grandmother earlier today. A lot of, a blocking foul.
Well, Hussein's fortunate. That could have been 3 on him.
That'll be on Storm Gibson. A really nice, daring contingent of fans here today, and in fact, a fairly decent-sized crowd altogether. Lots of red shirts, of course, or maroon shirts.
Now, this gym has a lot of history. And Edward Little's had a lot of good teams in recent years.
Including a girls and boys state championship just a couple years ago.
Nice feed.
Yeah. Nice underneath, nice spin move, up and in. Jesse Kamalandua for 2. It's 13-10. The Rams are down by 3. Half a minute left in the first quarter.
Looks like EL might be holding for the last shot.
Certainly seems that way. For the 3.
Milks.
1 second left. My goodness, Milks.
He milks
all
it.
Scorers.
He milks it.
He milked. 16-10 is the score. We'll bring you second quarter action in a moment. We're back as Deering takes the court. Deering is coached by Todd Wing. The assistants this year are Jordan Tipp, Dan Legage, Josh Stoll, Tim Miller. Edward Little is coached by Mike Adams, assisted by Paul Cody, Craig Gibson, Quinn Leary.
Good start to the second quarter for Deering. The layup by Anda.
And that brings the Rams to within 4.
If Deering can get Anda going, they'll be where they want to be, and they'd like to get Jermaine, I think, shooting from the outside as well, and a turnover by EL.
They're 8th to Deering 2, and of course, turnover is always a key in these games. You want to try to keep it under 20 if you possibly can.
Right, and so while EL's being hampered by their turnovers, Deering has been hampered by fouls. Randall back on the floor. Nice find there, but Jermaine can't finish.
So already shooting 1 and 1. I think that's going to be on Jermaine.
Yeah, I think it was a frustration foul after the miss.
Just his first foul, but the team's 8th. So at the line, shooting 1 and 1 will be Cam York. Buries the first one. It's a 17-12 Edward Little lead.
Half of Edward Little's points have come on free throws.
My goodness.
And there will be more, I have a feeling.
Jermaine inside. Loki Anda. The pick is set. Randall over to Anda. Inside! Oh my goodness.
Everything but finish. Randall doing a nice job getting the rebound, though, and he'll go to the line.
You know, we've heard on more than one occasion, you know, a dunk is only 2 points. It can rile up the team or the crowd.
And he's foul on number 10, John Shea.
But that's only if it goes in.
Otherwise, it could be a fall on deaf ears. Dan Milks now will check in.
How is that not a
Kim
shooting?
York will check out.
Yeah, he was definitely going back up. He got fouled by a couple different people there. It's got to be 2 free throws here. Yes. Wow. Okay. I must be watching a different game. And meanwhile, Mike Randall's going to be hurting tomorrow.
Hussein up and may have been a partial deflection. It's tough to say, but Austin Brown with the rebound. Swarmed by Rams. Open, though, is Gibson. Cross court. Inside, we had a daring player go down. Onda comes up with it very, very quick. Quickly up, Tom Morioni now. Inside at the foul line.
Wow.
He wanted a foul there. So the officials are going to confer about something. 6:25 left in the half. 18-12 is the score. The Red Eddies are in front of the Rams.
Last had a little foul on number 11, Cam York, not number 10, John Shea.
That's what I had. Cam York.
Yep.
This is Steve Schwartz and Mike Hoffer for WPPS TV. Mike joining us today from the Forecaster and the Press Herald.
Wow. And again, there's contact, and again, Deering doesn't get benefit of the foul. It's a turnover instead.
In the backcourt now. Jermaine with just a little bit of a press here.
Wow. Just an easy path to the basket.
Storm Gibson with his first 2 of the game opens up an 8-point Edward Little lead here with 6 minutes left in the first half.
Biggest lead yet for the Red Eddies.
Oh, what a fake by Hussein. He juked everybody. The 6-point Edward Little lead. Randall has a pretty tall order. Guarding John Shea.
We'll see if Deering can get a stop here and get successive baskets. Try to get something going.
Ball.
Nice play there by Hussein.
Well, not quite a 5-second violation. Oh, Shea underneath. And
Anda with the
by
block.
Anda. Quickly up court. Hussein, oh my gosh, he's got Randall open inside and over John Shea. That was a nifty play. We're going to have a timeout. It's just a 4-point Red Eddy lead, 20-16. We're back from the Edward Little timeout. 5 minutes left here in the first half. 20-16 is the score. The Red Eddies in front. Deering has had quite a run here the last few minutes.
Well, they've been able to do a few things that they like to do, and I think Deering would love to get some offense going off their defense. They haven't really been able to do that yet, but considering they were down 8 a moment ago and now down 4, things have turned a little bit more in their favor. Long 3 here. Oh, well.
My goodness, Austin Brown.
Well, that's one way to counter a run.
We're going to call him downtown Austin
Yes,
Brown.
for sure. Oh,
what
Hussein with a
shot
runner.
by Hussein. What an athlete he is, and how acrobatic is that shot to answer. 23-18.
Yeah, the pace picking up a little bit here. This is kind of what I expected from the get-go, Steve, but with all the fouls, he didn't really get into much of a flow early on.
Shea with the nice feed inside to Creaser for 2. Second leading scorer on the team, only 4 so far tonight. Hussein takes it from downtown. He is definitely feeling it tonight.
He's not shy about shooting, that's for sure.
And a steal. Hussein with the ball. He's got an opener on the left. In Langella for 3.
And Deering has roared to life.
They are 1 point down, 25-24. 3.5 minutes left in the first half.
Nice play by Hussein. He was in the lane for an easy shot, but he was unselfish, kicked out for the 3, and it paid off.
The game's much different from years past when you'd want to keep it inside.
Right. And another offensive putback.
So Creaser with the putback. He's fouled to boot. And that will be on Loki Anda, his first.
I count 7 offensive rebounds already for Edward Little, Stephen. A lot of those have led directly to points.
Number 32, R.J. Nichols, is back in for the Red Eddies. He's a true sixth man on this team. He comes in. He's got 5 games where he's come in and hit 6 points, 2 threes in those games. Hussein now dribbles down.
Oh, he tried to do a little too much there. Oh! I think Deering might have gotten a break. He lost control of the ball. They're saying it deflected off the defender, Austin Brown.
Very experienced referees here today. At least this fellow, whose name escapes me. But
Morioni for the tie. Bang!
my goodness. What a shot. His 7th point of the game. It's all tied up at 27. 2:50 left here in the first half. Great hands, though.
Near turnover.
You know, since Langella has come into the game, that's been one key to this game. It's
Right.
just,
11-4 run right now for Deering, Steve.
and here comes Samahosa.
Wow, we got an offensive foul, so that'll turn the ball back over. Deering now has a chance to go on top.
That's going to be on John Shea, his second.
Foul number 10, John Shea. That's his second. He's set.
And Max Creaser will come in for Shea. Hussein with the ball.
Spin move with the left hand.
Strong.
They're going to call Samahosa with a foul there. There's going to be 3 on him.
Foul number 24, Corey Samahosa. That's his 3rd foul. He's 10th.
Kemalandua
Kemalandua back in for the win.
will check in for Deering.
Should be free throws here for Edward Little. 2, actually, because now Deering's in the bonus.
A little bit double bonus. Goal line shooting 2 shots. Number 1, Austin Brown.
We're here at the home of Edward Little. They are in the KVAC, the Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference. Deering in the SMAA, Southern Maine Activities Association, or Athletic Association, I guess.
Ray Louise over to the Eddies.
Hitting the first shot is Austin Brown. His 7th point of the game. It's a 1-point Red Eddy lead.
Brown takes a low.
Make it 2, 29-27. Langella around to Morioni. And a foul on Max Creaser.
Well, Deering will be shooting now the rest of the half. I believe that was the 7th.
And he's fouled with 33, Max Creaser.
So shooting 1 and 1 will be Jesse Kemalandua. Checking in R.J. Nichols for the Red Eddies. Oh my goodness, Anda in there.
What a putback.
Yeah, and almost a goaltending anyway. As the net was pulled on, but in any event, oh, nice no-look pass underneath, but it doesn't fall. The rest of the rebound to Cameron, and here comes Hussein.
Traveled.
Yeah.
He got caught in no man's land, tried to do just a little too much.
It's a tie score, 29-29, 1:55 left. Mike Randall checks in for the Dogs. And number 5 is Kamik Solomon.
Solomon is just a bundle of energy when he comes on the floor. He gave Deering some great minutes in their win against Bonnie Eagle.
He was all over Zach Matoro in that, who still scored 20, but as you said earlier, Mike, when we were speaking, he really gave fits and starts to Zach Matoro.
Yeah, Matoro started fast in that game and then really slowed way down. I think Solomon tired him out. And you can just see he's all over the court.
Well, a can of corn for Dan Milks. His 9th point of the game, 31-29 and 1.5 minutes. Hussein from way downtown. But Andy with the rebound.
Oh, a block by Creaser there. Nice play. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Randall. He almost got to halftime, but that hurts.
23, Mike Randall, that's his 3rd foul. And he's in the double bonus. For the line shooting 2, number 33, Max Creaser.
So Creaser with a nice block at the other end. Now he'll shoot 2 free throws down here.
Max Morioni, captain, comforting Captain Mike Randall. Gerald Jermaine the other.
I think he was trying to. I don't think Randall was very receptive there, but he's frustrated. He spent much more time on the bench today than he would like.
You know, he's got a little bit of a black eye. He'd rather fight than switch, I guess, Mike.
I think so, yeah.
So hitting both is Max Creaser. It's 33-29 now. The Red Eddies are ahead, and
again
tries to spin around the
press. They got a break there.
So a couple of quick turnovers. And Daryl Jermaine checks in now for Solomon. Here comes Loki Anda. Morioni with the pick. Anda inside. It's in and out.
Deering's missed a lot of easy looks in this game. But you can see when Anda gets going, he's unstoppable.
Morioni did his best to try to save that. 44 seconds left here in the first half. It's a 33-29 Red Eddies lead.
They're going to hold here.
No shot clock in Maine high school basketball. It's a long hold. Well, we should have a turnover here. We'll see where it goes.
Close.
I know. Well, we'll have a foul, I think, on number 33 here, Creaser. He's apoplectic.
And he's fouled on number 33, Max Creaser. That's his 2nd. Team's 8. Carrying the bonus.
So checking in for him will be R.J. Nichols. Also checking in back in for the Red Eddies is Cam York.
Oh, you got the wrong player going to the free throw line for Deering.
Well, the crowd gets a little laugh here. I don't know what kind of shooter Kemelandua is, but we know what kind of shooter Hussein is.
Well, I think EL would rather have Jesse at the line here. We'll see if he proves them wrong. Oh, look at that. Maybe not the classic form you'd want, but it counts.
It's 33-30. It's a 3-point Red Eddy lead. There's 14.1 seconds left here. the rebound will come to Dan Milks.
And now they'll take the last shot.
No look.
Oh, look at that.
Awfully tough. Max Creaser. A little bit of momentum going into the locker room as the score is 36-30, Red Eddies. So, Mike, it's 36-30 at the half. Edward Little really came out strong, but Deering held it together, but it needed to.
They did, and Deering was hindered early by foul trouble. They really couldn't get their style of play going. Easy for them to get frustrated and really lose their concentration, but they did a nice job getting back in the game. They rallied to tie it up, and then EL with a 7-1 run to end the half with that big three. And they've had baskets at the end of each quarter, and that's kind of been the difference right now.
So Deering is led by whom we might expect, Oscar Hussein with 9 points, Max Morioni with 7, and Loki Anda with 6. Edward Little is led by Max Creaser, who leads all scores, the only player in double figures with 11, Dan Milks with 9, Austin Brown with 8. We should have a very exciting second half, and we'll bring it to you next on WPPS TV.
Ready to roll.
Here we go. We are ready to roll. And Storm Gibson will bring it in to Cam York. Looks like both teams have their starting complements in. Shea in the open, and a nice turnover brought about by Morioni and company.
Hey, Hussein got the sand on the ball there, I believe.
And he'll take the ball in right now. Around the horn. Morioni has Hussein.
Yeah, I think he took an extra step. Yep.
I'm going to defer to you. By my count, it's 11 Edward Little and 6 Deering turnovers.
Right, I had 6 for them in the first half, so 7, but you're pretty much spot on. I might have scribbled something wrong because my handwriting's terrible, so we'll go with 6.5. We can split the baby.
Nah, I just defer to you.
Okay.
You're the pro.
I don't know about that.
Well, nice tight defense here by Deering. So with 3 referees out there, it's got to be somebody's responsibility to look in the paint to see if there might be a 3-point violation.
Yeah, Morioni with a little bit of a cheap foul there on the slap. Fortunately, that's only his first if you're looking at it from a Deering perspective. Nice shake.
Off his foot.
Randall better be careful here. He's back on the floor now with 3, and they really need him on the floor here down the stretch.
Oh, they are so strong on that pass inside, but Anda with the rebound on the miss. And here's Jermaine. He wants to do it himself. Oh, my goodness.
Well, not how you draw it up, but he got it to go.
Well, Daryl Jermaine with a very acrobatic first 2 points of the game. And as you said before, if they can bring him into the offense, watch out.
Right.
It's a 4-point Red Eddy lead right now, 36-32. 1.5 minutes into the third quarter.
Edward Little looking to answer. The thing with Jermaine
Randall, excellent blocking.
Jermaine is very streaky. And if they can get him going, there we go. Anda from Hussein on the dunk.
So now the Rams are within 2.
Yeah. That'll be foul number 2 on Loki Anda.
Foul on number 21, Loki Anda. That's his second.
At the line shooting 2 will be Storm Gibson. Hits the first.
Oh, way off.
Well, Out of bounds, they're going to say.
You don't see that very often. You see the occasional air ball that doesn't even get to the rim, but you don't see the air ball to the right or to the left that hits the backboard. I can't remember seeing that, or not for a long, long time. Probably since I last tried a free throw.
We knew the other night when Stillman Mayen for Portland needed to miss a shot, but we knew that he needed to hit a rim. And unfortunately, he made it for Portland. But nice rebound there by Loki Anda. Oh, and Jermaine loses the handle.
Gibson with the steal from behind. Deering just can't get over the hump. They're so close, they're just not able to do it. And here's good look the other way.
Jermaine has Hussein on the break, and he is fouled hard.
And he's foul on number 3, Storm Gibson. That's his second foul. He's first and second.
Well, he saved a basket, but...
And luckily, it looks like Hussein's fine. The intensity's certainly picking up here, though, Steve.
As Jesse Kemalandua checks in for Mike Randall.
Oof. Wow.
Wow.
Well, they did everything but turn the ball over there. I thought they were going to.
It's a 3-point Red Eddie lead with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 37-34. Set to check in for the Red Eddies is Dan Milks.
Yep.
Hussein. He hits double figures now with 11 for the game. Nice bounce pass. And straight in.
Another. We've seen a lot of missed layups by both teams today.
Yeah, but number 33 is Max Creaser on the putback. Continues his leading all scorers with 13.
And again, Deering had an opportunity to get the ball and go down and take the lead conceivably, but now it's a 3-point game, and it might be more in a moment.
That was brought about by Austin Brown.
Nice feed. And again, a missed layup.
Nice effort, but Kemalandua with the rebound. Oh, Hussein
nice
has
kick
Morioni in the corner.
For the tie.
Max Morioni now with double figures, 10, and he ties the game for the Rams.
That's 3 threes for Morioni. Coming up big on the wing.
And the fall away by Creaser to answer. 41-39, a 2-point Red Eddie lead. Just under 4 minutes here in the third quarter.
Deering's last lead was 7-5, Steve, so it's been a while.
Wow, checking in, Dan Milks and R.J. Nichols as John Shea and Cam York will take a seat for the Red Eddies.
And Milks had a great first half off the bench for the Red Eddies.
Morione into Jermaine. Jermaine drives hard and in. And we're going to have a foul. Nice effort there by Kemalandua.
Yeah, in the first half, it was Edward Little dominating the offensive glass. Deering starting to take over down low a little bit now.
So we saw Kemalandua before hit 1 of 2. A little bit like Shaq O'Neal out there at the line.
Yep. Attack of Jesse, it might be the way this is going.
Well, okay, so we had
It was a violation anyway, but he missed it, so it really doesn't matter.
I'm just going to ask you, because we're on opposite sides of our cameraman, you consider that a turnover?
No. It's just a violation. It's not even, it's essentially a missed free throw.
I'll bespeak my ignorance. But here we go, folks, a fight under the basket.
Well, the ball squirts free, though. But Jesse,
Jesse
body's flying here.
He has been hacked tonight twice.
He's fighting hard for the Rams, though. He's giving them good minutes.
He is a tough young man. Gibson's third foul. Checking in now, Jermaine Luiso for Gibson.
Foul's starting to add up a little bit now for the home team. Deering's been in foul trouble almost since the start of this game.
Right now, it's Edward Little 3, Deering 2, 3:16 left in fouls, 3:16 left in the third quarter. The Red Eddies have a 2-point lead, 41-39. So what's very interesting there, we're going to see if Camelandua gets called with that foul, because he wasn't looking for the ball and he wasn't posting up. He was just all over the other player.
That is the call.
And we're going to have an Edward Little timeout with 3:06 left in the third quarter. Red Eddies 41, Deering Rams 39. Back from the timeout, R.J. Nichols set to inbound. Deering with a full court press here, but quickly broken by the Red Eddies.
3 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Inside, a nice turnover. The ball is slapped. In the middle is Jermaine Hussein from way downtown.
Can't get it. Randall with a nice rebound.
Underneath.
Can't finish.
Honda can't finish. But a nice effort by the Rams there offensively in terms of the rebounds.
Yeah, they had 3 looks to either tie or take the lead and couldn't get it. Hussein had the open 3, and he almost got the steal.
Morioni with good defense.
That's going to be 4 on Randall, and I'm not so sure on that.
Referees doing a nice job of explaining maybe more to the players than they might need to. But, of course, we're up here. We might have seen it differently.
Yeah, certainly a frustrating game for Randall so far. He just hasn't been able to stay on the floor, and he hasn't been able to get any kind of rhythm going on offense as a result.
He's hurt right now. He's limping off the court a little bit as number 24, Mapori Semahosa, steps back in for the Dogs.
Well, Shea has 5 points. They've all come at the line, and each time he's gone to the line, he's been 1 for 2, which means he's due to miss, but we'll see.
With the color of his shoes,
you might got them both this time.
You might think he went to Chevrolet.
Chevrolet would probably like to have him.
Hussein, nice stop inside.
There you go. Nice feed there by Empore.
So it's a 2-point Red Eddy lead still. 43-41, 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Deering, they just keep pushing that boulder uphill. They just can't get it to the top. Nice feed there for the 3. It's going to be off.
Yeah, but the rebound is going to come to downtown Austin Brown. We're going to have an off-ball foul.
We're going to call that on Anda. That's going to be 3 on him.
21, that's his third foul.
The game he's having, with the game he's having, you certainly hate to lose him.
Right, he's another player. It's imperative you have him on the floor in the 4th. Right off the inbound, there's Shea for the layup.
Shoots over the double team. Nice defensive effort. It's a 4-point lead. Jermaine drives in, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Let's see, 11 or 10. Will be on Cam York, his 3rd.
Cam York, that's his 3rd, team's 4th.
Checking in for him in a moment will be Max Creaser.
Jermaine.
That's uncharacteristic, a Daryl Jermaine miss.
Well, he hasn't really been able to shoot much from the outside and get any kind of rhythm going, any kind of range.
Hits 1 of 2. Just his 3rd point of the night, 45-42. Yeah, okay. Way downtown. Oh, that could have been a foul, but a rebound by Jermaine. Quickly up court. Oh, my goodness. He loses the handle.
They had the easy basket that could have made it a one-point game, and the pass was just off target.
Looks like the Rams have taken over the Red Eddies in terms of turnovers. By my count.
Oh, that's going to be 3 on Hussein.
Third foul on number 2. That's Hussein. That's his third foul.
So 1:12 left here in the third quarter, and the Rams making some fouls here that could have an impact when you really need it at the end. Here's Milks. Hands it off. Well, there's a nice fake, and the put in by R.J. Nichols, his first points of the game. It's a 5-point Red Eddy lead. We're under a minute in the third quarter.
Well, Nichols couldn't get the 3 to drop, so he settles for the 2. Here's Morioni for another spot-up 3. Not this time.
Oh, but the rebound is Anda and Morioni again.
2 good looks, just can't get it to drop.
Half a minute. Coach wants a hold here, but he's not going to get it.
Nope, they're going to get a turnover instead.
Not what he wanted.
Now Darien conceivably could get the last shot. You know, the final second of the first 2 quarters, Edward Little got baskets, and that's kind of the difference in the game right now, those 6 points.
Jermaine Luizo checks in, as does Storm Gibson for the Red Eddies. Anda. Samahosa. Jermaine. Always looking for that shot. This time he doesn't hit it, but he follows. He's fouled and goes down hard. And that is going to be on Max Creaser. That's going to be his third.
A long way to go in this one, Stephen. A lot of players with 3 fouls right now. In case of Mike Randall, 4. So that'll be something to watch as we go along in the 4th.
Pat Anthorn's going to check in for the Red Eddies as Jermaine sinks the first. Also Cam York checking in for the Red Eddies. So coach wants no fouls here on his impact players. Jermaine can bring the Dogs to within 4.
Or the Rams.
Within 3, rather. The Rams. Oh, my goodness.
You jinxed him.
I'm sorry, folks, if you're from Darien.
Steve is too, so at least he has that as an excuse. Nichols. Oh, another crushing shot.
So they end the third quarter the way they ended the second half, with momentum. It's 50-43, fourth quarter action coming up. We're back to start fourth quarter action. Steve Schwartz and Mike Hoffer for WPPS TV 1302 and YouTube.
Well, this is the point in the game where Darien really can't fall behind anymore, Steve. They need to make their run and make this anyone's game down the stretch. I think if EL goes up double figures, it's going to be a pretty precarious situation.
Nice no-look pass and another one underneath by Morioni. It's going to stay Darien ball.
Maybe a little too unselfish there by Morioni. He had the good look. It's hard to fault someone for the extra pass.
Hussein will take the ball out. Jermaine will have it back to him. Jermaine
can't
the
finish.
Right hand inside.
Another missed layup, goodness.
And Morioni with the rebound. Honda. Oh my gosh. Folks, Darien has to just slow it down a little bit here. That time, Creaser gets it.
Biggest lead of the game now for the Red Eddies.
It's a 9-point lead, 52-43. We'll have a Red Eddy turnover.
This is what I'm talking about. I mean, if you're Darien, this is the game. You can't fall behind by much more here.
Excuse me, I meant a Darien turnover. Off-ball foul is going to be called on Semahosa, his fourth.
Doing foul on number 24. Torre Semahosa, that's his fourth foul.
And we're shooting 1-1.
Double low the bonus for the line shooting 1-1, number 10, John Shea.
Langella checks in. Kimmelandua checks in for the Rams. Shea at the line. Misses it, and Anda gets the rebound. He dribbles around 4 people and fighting hard underneath is Kimmelandua, but Shea with the ultimate rebound here.
That's got to be a charge, huh? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. They got that one. That's going to be 4 fouls
Neither one.
on York.
The players on this team not afraid to ask the referees a question. Excuse me, sir.
Well, the home crowd didn't like that call.
No, they didn't.
Plays pro foul on number 11, Cam York, that's his fourth foul.
6.5 minutes left, 52-43. Red Eddies. Oh my goodness gracious.
Cannot buy a
That's how
basket
it's gone all game, but Jermaine with the rebound.
Dan Milton in the game.
Dan Milk's in the game. So the Red Eddies getting fresh legs constantly here as Cam York will take a seat with 4 fouls. Inside.
Oh,
Goodness
nice.
gracious. What a basket by Kimmelandua. 52-45.
Strong effort from him today. And Langella's back on the floor too, Steve. You know, you mentioned in the first half he was a difference maker, bringing some energy.
Oops.
Whoop.
Really?
Yeah.
When there's no call like that, the referees will just conclude it's a train wreck.
A block by Anda.
Underneath now to take it out, Austin Brown. Shea underneath, watch
Wow.
out. So tough. Did you see that box out in order to get it?
Once he had the ball, he wasn't going to be denied, that's for sure.
Yeah, Langella for 3.
Oh, a corner.
And Hill hit it. His second 3 of the game. Brings the Rams to within 6. Shea inside. Kicks it back out. Wow.
Nice ball movement. Just
And it pays off as Creaser hits a 3. It's 57-48, a 9-point Red Eddy lead. Morioni inside. That will have a travel that time.
well, you saw Deering get within 6, but they couldn't get the stop.
4 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in the game.
We're within the last 5 minutes of the game. The most crucial minutes to most games, according to the venerable Susie Schwartz.
She would know.
She's had more than one son in the last 5 minutes. I don't know if that's true with ballet as well, since she was a ballet dancer. Maybe the last 5 minutes of a ballet are the most important.
I hear they're the most intense, yeah.
And he's in the bonus for the line shooting 101, number 1, Austin Brown.
So Austin Brown at the line, he'll hit the first one.
And now EL leads double figures for the first time.
He'll hit both. He hits double figures.
Violation against Edward.
No, they're going to wave that basket off, so he'll have 9 points. It's a 10-point Red Eddy lead as Deering will have the ball. Jermaine over half court. Edward Little in a man defense right now. Hussein from way downtown.
Oh, they needed
And he
that.
hits brings the Rams to within 7.
They need that and a few more. They definitely need to stop here.
Shea so strong underneath.
Oh, you can't get the roll, though.
Oh, and a great rebound by Camelandua.
Well, we'll see if Deering can take advantage here. Put a little pressure on Edward Little. You know he wants to pop the 3, but he's not going to get the chance. Brown with a beautiful steal. Wow.
Well, and that's the problem with holding on to the ball sometimes. 60-51, Jermaine now outside, and he is blocked by Gibson. Gibson's 4th.
Any foul on the 3 strong Gibson. That's his 4th foul. Team 7, nearly the bonus.
That's
Line shooting 101 and a 20, Jermaine. RJ Nichols in the game for the Eddies. 3 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in your game.
That was potentially a 5-point swing there, Steve.
And now Jermaine will be at the line shooting 2 as RJ Nichols checked in for Gibson for the Red Eddies. Jermaine hits the first. And now he'll get a crowd under the basket.
That's a goal. Yeah, York back into the Eddies.
Cam York goes to cover for John Shea. Will take a break. York has 4 fouls tonight.
Kraser loves that spot. Loves it.
Yeah, his 3rd 3 of the game. He leads all scorers. Wow. Well, that could have been an over the top, and it could have been a jump ball, I guess.
Well, instead, it's going to be Edward Little ball up 10, and it's starting to get late here for the Rams.
Yeah, there's 3:33 left here in regulation of this game.
Deering's battled hard. It takes a lot of energy when you're constantly playing from behind. You saw them almost get over the hump a couple times, never could. Edward Little, to their credit, they've just made the plays when they've had to make them.
Yeah.
And right now, Yale is content to milk some clock. We go under 3 minutes.
Well, they're not in any hurry. That was a nice effort by Hussein, but now we'll have some substitutions as Vapore Semahosa checks in, Max Morioni checks back in, and John Shea will check in for the Red Eddies. Just under 3 minutes here. It's a 10-point Red Eddie lead, and why should there be a hurry?
Nice play by Empore. Almost got the steal.
Boy, Hussein is fast. He's got fast feet, too.
Yeah, he was a great soccer player at Wayne Fleet. He's not playing soccer at Deering, but he was one of the best soccer players in the state. Helped the Flyers win a championship in 2018. Scored a goal in the state game there.
Wow. So 2.5 minutes here.
Well, they've run a minute off the clock on this possession, more than a minute. This could be the dagger. That's a foul on Shea, I believe. It's got to be. Yeah, all right. So Deering will go to the line. The good news here is the clock stops for a free throw attempt.
2:16 left. It's still a 10-point Red Eddie lead. As Semahosa can make it an 8-point lead.
That little foul on number 10, John Shea. That's his 3rd foul. Team's 8. Shooting 101 to 24.
Max Creaser will come in for Dan Milks.
Timeout, Edward Little.
We'll have a timeout with the for the Red Eddies with 2:16 left in regulation.
63, Rams, 53.
We're back after the Red Eddie timeout with Pore Semahosa at the line. He misses it, and Nichols rebounds.
Timeout, Edward Little. 2 minutes, 8 seconds.
So EL will take another break, and so will we. Here we go, folks. The last 2 minutes and 8 seconds of this contest about to start right now. The Red Eddies have the ball.
Creaser's just a difference maker today.
He is totally on fire here, folks. Leading all scorers. Oh, goodness. Morioni goes down. No call. Double team. And we'll see.
Well, this will be a learning experience for the Rams. You know, I don't think they expected to win out. They would have liked to, of course, and you're going to see Edward Little again in a couple weeks in Portland. And there's a good chance you might see him another time.
That's his 4th foul. He's 9. Red line shooting 1.
But I think this Edward Little team is going to be in the tournament for a long time.
The big three at the top, Edward Little, Deering High School, and Bangor. Nick Langella coming in now.
Back in for Deering.
He hit 2 important threes at the time.
Rams.
Number 1 checking in will be Maxwell Chikuta for the Rams. And York will bury them both just like he did in the second quarter.
Max Morioni and Deering.
Max Morioni will come in for, let's see, for Loki Anda.
I guess the good news for Deering today, Steve, is they got some really strong contributions from the bench, and that's something to build on. And there's a turnover.
Foul will be on Max Morioni, his third.
Morioni, that's his second.
Second, rather.
And we'll have a double bonus for line shooting 2, number 1 Austin Brown.
So shooting 2 will be Austin Brown. He can hit double figures if he hits 1. That's his 10th of the game. All but 1 from the line. He's hit a 3-pointer here today as well. Misses that. Daryl Germain with the rebound. Quickly down.
Daryl Germain for 2. Timeout, Deering.
So Deering will take a timeout with 1:22 left. 68-55 Red Eddies.
55.
So we're back here, minute 22. They get it over for the violation. Morioni thought that he forced it out of bounds. This great student section here today, and it's right on top of the court.
They were very vocal during the JV game as well.
That game went into overtime.
Yes, it did. That's why we're still here. Edward Little won.
Foul on number 11, Max Marioni. That's his third.
The Red Eddies won that after
11, Cam York.
a very, very close
Actually,
contest.
yeah, Deering hit a free throw to tie it in the final second of the game to send it to OT.
And we saw some great minutes in that game by Kamik Solomon and also by Langella.
Well, Gibson in the game, the Eddies.
Storm Gibson will check in.
Well, this Edward Little team keeps getting better and better, and I think folks down in Portland, if you're not familiar with them, you're going to get familiar with them next month at the tournament.
162nd. We go to the game, the Eddies. 1 minute, 5 seconds.
I give Cam York a lot of credit. He's come in here and hit 5 points, and it was important in this game with lots of fouls on him for most of it. Jermaine steps
finish.
through. Yeah, no finish there.
A lot of missed easy shots today by Deering, some by Edward Little as well, but I think Deering's going to lament a lot of these misses that would have kept this game a lot closer. A turnover this time.
Quickly down court is Hussein.
Play control foul on number 2, Ascot Hussein. That's his 4th foul. RJ Nichols, Cam York.
You can't do that. We call that warding in
That's
lacrosse.
right. That's correct.
You can do it in football. The long pass. Oh, my goodness. Cam York with an exclamation point here as there's a half a minute left. Jermaine up and in. He hits double figures with 10. Shea kicks it out. 13 seconds. That's going to do it, folks.
Steve, I enjoyed joining you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us on the steal as Hussein gets 2. I don't think the crowd liked that, but the final score is 71-59. So, folks, the Deering Rams come up to Edward Little tonight in a hard-fought game, but they come up shy by about 12 points. Tonight, Edward Little was led by Max Creaser, who had 25 points and half a dozen rebounds. Others in double figures were Austin Brown with 10, John Shea with 10, maybe not leading Edward Little in scoring for the first time this year. Dan Milks came in with 9 important points, Cam York with 7. The Rams were led by Oscar Hussein with 18 points, 9 in the first and 9 in the second half. Also, Max Marioni and Daryl Jermaine came up big in double figures with 10 points apiece. And finally, Loki Anda had 8 points and about 10 rebounds. So that does it from here. For myself and, of course, Mike Hoffer, this is Steve Schwartz for WPPS TV 1302 saying so long from the home of Edward Little, where tonight the Red Eddies have defeated the Deering Rams 71-59. Good night.